Alright, today's Saturday, March 9th, 2019, and just going to do a little video showing what I did today. I put the dash bezels on. Actually, you can see the difference now. It might be the flash. Let me see. So the ashtray is original and this is repop. So I got that on today, and I tidied up all the wires and I got all the dash wired up. So the American Auto Wire kit, first off I wanted to just document the process for this. Now that I did it, I think the easier way to do it would be to put the dash fascia or the bezels or whatever you want to call it, put that on, put your lighter, put your ignition, put your wiper, which I don't have yet, and your headlight switch. You put that all on first without the instrument cluster. It's real easy to get to. So I would, if I were to do this again, I'd put the fascia on, then I would bolt everything on, or install, or whatever you want to screw it on, whatever you want to call it, with no instrument cluster. Then I would put the instrument cluster in next, and then put the steering column in last. That would be the easiest order. I didn't remember that when I didn't remember doing that with my 63, so this time I had to relearn it. So I found myself kind of double working, but that would be the order: bezel first, instrument cluster, steering column last, and then steering wheel last, of course. So so when I ordered the power window harness, it came with the feed for the power seat, so that's good. So this is running off of the power window harness, and then it has so you have the feed for the power windows, which is a pretty big gauge red wire. Well, the American Auto Wire has a plug. Let's see if I can get it to show you. This plug right here for accessories. So basically, it's just you're running one wire that's going to control my power windows and my power seat. Is that enough wire if you were trying to work both at the same time? Probably not, but I don't plan on rolling down the windows and moving the seat at the same time, so we're good with that. I got all my fuses installed. I just went off of the picture, whatever. Let me see. We need flash. However the picture shows they went is how I put them in, so we'll see if it start popping fuses, and we'll figure that out later. I kind of tried to tidy up the wires, but whatever. They're out of sight at least. I found it kind of hard to tidy them up because some of them are different lengths, some of them are tied in with other wires. So it was kind of a job, but it was pretty much plug and play for the most part. The only thing you have to change out, the connectors or the terminals for the door courtesy light switch. You have to change those out for these cars. Outside of that, it was pretty much plug and play. Your fuse box harness plugs directly into your ignition switch. The American Auto Wire comes with an ignition switch. It comes with wiper switch. It comes with the wiper switch knob. I had to trim the rod for the knob and shave it down a little bit so it fits in the knob. Trimmed about an inch off of that. So the American Auto Wire kit comes with a lot of stuff that you need. It comes with the jumper for the neutral safety switch. It doesn't come with the connectors for the reverse light on the neutral safety switch, which are that green and pink wire. Doesn't come with those connectors, so I had to, whip them up myself, which that's not a big deal. So you just have your purple jumper, and then your green and your pink, and that's your neutral safety switch. Plugs directly into the brake light switch. It plugs directly into the emergency brake switch, which I'm not going to run an emergency brake light or an idiot light or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to run that. Plugs directly into the headlight switch. It plugs directly into the lighter. It comes with the radio feeds or whatever. So that's ready to wire up. Comes with the glove box lead, which I need to get that in order. I have the wire sticking out right there. So it's pretty much plug and play under the dash, and then it plugs into your instrument cluster. So you can remove your instrument cluster separately. And I don't believe the factory allows that, factory wiring. So that's good if you wanted to change it out. Also, this American Auto wire, it's equipped for electronic speedometer. The lights for an electronic speedometer. It's equipped to plug directly into Dakota Digital Dash. Plugs directly into the ididit. So the American Auto wire, it's pretty good stuff for the price. I mean, you're getting all new wires. This is the first time I did this. So the last car, the last 63 I did everything but the wiring, and I kind of cheaped out on that. So this time I spent the extra $500 or whatever it was. So the car has all new wiring. It also came with the high beam switch, plugs directly into that. So the kit comes with that. The only bad thing I can say about this kit is what I said in my previous video was the firewall, the way you cut the firewall out. That's the only bad thing I can say about this kit. So it's all pretty much plug and play. That's how the dash is looking right now. I just wanted to update that and document it for the next time, so I can save myself. I was out here for about 6 hours today, but firewall's still looking the same. So what I did was I just took this hot wire. I put all the fuses in first, took this hot wire, hooked it up straight to the battery, ran it to a ground, make sure everything works, all the windows work, all the courtesy lights work. I didn't try the headlights. I don't have headlights, obviously, but if everything else works, I assume that everything's going to work whenever it comes time. So that's it for today. I think tomorrow I'm going to throw the carpet in and maybe start putting the interior in. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.